terrible. Not just the result, performance. I mean, that's, for me, and I'm sure Dutes will agree, that's probably the most disappointing performance of the season. I mean, just all around. You know, besides Brian Pinton. Brian Pinton showed up to play tonight, and he was the only one, bar none. Not one other guy. So that's what happens. You lose games. No one shows up to play. You lose games. We talked about, you know, we've played Braehead 3 times in the last week. First time we said be physical, make it a hard game. Tough to play against. We were soft. Lost in a shootout. Going to Braehead, same thing. Be physical. They're short on numbers. High tempo game. Lazy. Squeak one out in overtime. Talked about it tonight. Before the game, teams that are short, they get into a rhythm and you make it an easy game. They're rolling lines. I've been through it before, and they can turn you over. They're dangerous. And you know what? We come out first 10 minutes, and first 5 seconds they get a 2-0 break. Just disgusting performance, and like I said, all around disgusting performance. We didn't execute. It's one thing to put a plan in place, but if guys go off on their own agenda and don't execute, then it's worthless. So we got everything we deserved tonight, and Braehead, credit to them, they fully deserve the win.
It's just been a nice shoot there. Obviously this win was only a disappointing performance as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that we talked extensively about sometimes our play gets masked or camouflaged by you know, a couple of good individual performances, and we get some key goals and guys are rolling and getting some points, but you can see what happens when it all goes wrong. And we knew these guys were well informed that this was a game to get to the top of the division. They were weak in numbers, and we give up a breakaway 7 seconds into the game. I think that sums up the mentality of that hockey game, of certainly our guys tonight. Can't take anything away from Braehead. I think they stuck to their system well. I think they had the jump and momentum all night long, and we certainly didn't have an answer for it, you know. And the sad thing is with a tiny bit of effort or desire, the game still could have been ours.
Some nights guys just don't decide to show up. I don't know. I mean, maybe they took the game lightly because they thought, no, 11 skaters should be a walk, you know. But they got 11 skaters, but they still have quality over there. They got 5 guys over there that could walk on any team in this league offensively. You know, they got 2 or 3 guys that are 40, 50-point guys. I mean, how can you take guys like that lately? But you know, we're not getting enough from everybody, and that, you know, sometimes when you have success, and we're still on a good run. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes when you have success, that things get camouflaged, and we've been getting away from our game. And you know, we talked about last night's performance. You know, we had a big night from that top line offensively. But other than that, we were terrible. We gave up so many scoring chances, and you know, it's and like I said, when you have success, those things get camouflaged, and all of a sudden a night like this happens, and you're like, oh, what happened? Well, it's been coming the last few games. So, I mean, like I said, we fully got what we deserved tonight, and we didn't deserve anything better.
I think certainly it's pretty evident, probably to people who've watched us over the last couple of months and stuff like this. Individuality has certainly crept back into the lineup. Like, you know what I mean? You got guys skating the length of the ice, trying to do it all themselves, not passing the puck. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really sure I've seen anybody on our team skate end-to-end and score a goal yet. So I don't know why we keep trying it, but who knows? Maybe we'll wake up and realize we got to play as a team rather than just a group of individuals. But maybe that'll dawn on them. After they can watch one of these game tapes. They're all sitting here. Maybe I'll have to edit out a couple things for them to see. But sometimes you think you're playing good, you watch yourself on game tape and you realize you're playing crappy. So maybe it's time for a few guys to watch a few more tapes.
Oh, we just gotta get back to work this week. We got a full week of practice, and we just gotta hammer it in these guys' heads. That team come first. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's a fact. First of all, we're not getting the secondary scoring right now, and then, you know, that's down to our line, and maybe that's putting a little bit more pressure on the top line. But those guys gotta keep it simple. They can't start, you know, trying to create too much. You know, there's a lot of times tonight we threw pucks away. Full possession in their zone. We just threw it blind into the slot, and they break them all 3-on-2, and that makes us easy to play against. We talk about it. It'd be tough to play against puck possession. They're 11 skaters. Work them down low, tire them out. Just guys get off on their own agenda, do their own thing, and that's what happens. So we just got to get back to basics and back to our team game, and that's, you know, puck possession, that's grinding it out. You know, we got creative guys, and we allow them to do that. We allow guys to be creative. We want our guys to be hungry. We want them to score goals, but not at the cost of the defensive zone. So, like I said, we just got to get back to work and hammer in these guys and see who wants to buy in here. You know, we got, you know, January is a big month for us. We got a lot of games coming up, and can't get guys on their own agenda. If guys get off on their own agenda, you know, a team falls apart. So just got to get everybody focused and back on the same page.
No, of course I'm angry at the players. I mean, I'm angry, and I'm one of those players. You know what I mean? I don't exclude myself from that performance. I'm very disappointed, and you know, I'm pretty pissed at the guys too. I mean, I think that it's easy to sit in the room and say, "Oh yes, you know, we want to be at the top of the division. We want to be the best team. We want to be called winners," and it's a whole other thing to go out and do it. And you know what I mean? If you're not mature or mentally strong, and you know what I mean, you're not prepared to do that every night, you won't get to the top of your game. I mean, at 7, you'll just be kind of bottom of the pile, and you know what? I don't want to get that too down to guys. The guys don't want to be there, but and guys are allowed to have bad performances. Teams have had bad performances against us this season, but unfortunately, you know, we seem to have sorted a few things out in the road, and now our home performance is dropping. It's a shame because, you know, we were on quite a roll there, and getting really good crowds and a good response to the people. So not only let down about the big, you know, the 2 key points. I mean, that was pardon me, that's the biggest letdown of you know, the evening, but certainly the people that have been supporting us and coming out in big numbers. You know, we have to be accountable to them as well, and you know, we just weren't there for them tonight.
Was Casey Haynes a big miss tonight?
Well, a player of his quality is always going to be a miss, but you know, he's our top player. He's our heartbeat. So, but it's no excuse. We still got enough in the room to win a game, and you know, we're missing Caribou tonight. He was sick. He was ill, but we still got enough in that room to win. Like I said, they got 11 skaters. I mean, that's you got to take it to them, but we didn't do enough, and not only did we not do enough, we were terrible tonight. Terrible. So, got what we deserved.
I got faith in all the guys in the room. They are character guys, and don't get me wrong. I mean, things don't go perfect in a season. You know, guys do take nights off. That was just you know, a calamity for us tonight. But that hasn't happened that much this season. I mean, if that was happening night in, night out, certainly be a big cause for concern. But you know, it hasn't been. So we just got to bounce back, and you know, we got some tough games coming up. We got three Southern teams in a row here next weekend, and I mean, points don't come easy from those guys. You know, so you know, you don't want to find yourself in the back of a 4-game skid or something. So the guys are gonna have to show up. We got Sheffield at home next Saturday, and we've had some success against them. You know what I mean? But they're an improved squad. They're hungry. They're fighting for that top spot. So they're not going to come over here and roll over for us. We're going to have to come out like the team that's produced some big wins in here. So it's going to be tough to turn around, but the guys know it. And like I said, you know, these guys are proud in here. These guys will respond.